Hey guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Hello everyone.
PJ, show him your thumb. PJ still has his thumbs, everybody. I know you were worried about it. Hey, today and tomorrow we're going to be grouping some of the cars in the Dream Giveaway Garage and kind of saying what they have in common, what they have different. Today we're starting with the 3 Corvettes that we have in the 2 different giveaways. So today's title, 3 for Tuesday. And so we have the C8 Corvette, followed by the 1965 Big Block Corvette, followed by the 1971 Big Block Corvette. We're going to start at the C8. I'll tell you, this has got to be the most popular Corvette generation ever. Everybody is digging, loving, got to have the C8. And I'm going to point out to you guys, you've been asking us all year, when can we see that Lingenfelter mod on the engine bay? Well, that's already happened. So we're going to start by showing you guys that. I have to grab the keys here. By the way, in case Team Corvette is watching, why don't you guys make a key fob that looks like a Corvette? I mean, Tesla does it, Porsche does it. Why don't you guys make a key fob that looks like a Corvette? Wouldn't that be the next step of cool? All right, let's see here. So I'm going to press 2 times to open up that back latch. Suppose I can call it a trunk. It's not a frunk. Here we go. Look at that. So you can see that the performance mods have already been done on this C8 that you can win as part of the grand prize package in the Corvette Dream Giveaway. That's that carbon RP intake manifold right there, and it's looking oh so cleverly positioned there. That you know, this puts about 60 more horsepower than stock. Stock is 495. This is about 555 to 560. Also, Corsa exhaust has been installed on this. So this baby is ready to rock and roll.
It's got that new car smell back here.
It does have that new car smell. Can you hold it? Do you guys have the smell-o-vision turned on your phones?
I wish.
Smell-o-vision rhymes with television. Now, looking really good. So thanks to Ken Lingenfelter and his team for doing that. We're still waiting for the graphics, because I really like those splashy graphics that say Lingenfelter C8 on the side. Waiting for those to be installed. But performance-wise, it's got the Lingenfelter mods. You guys have been waiting patiently, and now I'm showing you that they are here. So that's great on the C8.
Bruce says he loves that color.
Yeah, red metallic mist is what it's called, and it is fantastic looking. I even like the emblem of, that's a soft close.
Speaking
the
of
Stingray.
Speaking of soft clothes in the trunk, Roger Schofield says, what happened to lift it up on Tuesdays?
Oh, we don't do it anymore.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff in the other room we haven't really cleared out.
Yeah, so maybe we'll start it up someday again. There you go.
Yeah, I always enjoyed getting underneath it.
And I'll tell you, Roger, this is so fantastic. There's not a hood for me to open. There's a trunk and there's a frunk, and both of them are remote.
Can we see the front?
Let's see the frunk. It says hit it 2 times. There we go. You guys see that? There you go. There's the frunk.
How deep is that? It goes all the way down. It's pretty deep. You can't really tell on here, but it's
yeah, it is kind of deep. Yeah,
very deep.
Yeah, and what's neat here is, okay, I'm going to have to figure this out. Why is there a 12-volt outlet here? Maybe in case you want to have a, I don't know.
I don't know, that's strange.
I don't know, I'm going to have to look that one up. But here's where you put, what are you going to put on over here? Brake fluid over here.
Windshield washer.
Windshield wiper fluid right here. And what's this? Push hood close until latch clicks twice. So nice they give you instructions for this.
Sometimes you need instructions.
Sometimes you need it. You never know. You know what's really cool? Look at the windshield wipers here. Look how long that one windshield wiper arm is, PJ, on the passenger side versus on the driver's side. I mean, that's really a huge difference in length, how they engineered that.
Roger says, I bet the 65 opens just about as easily.
The 65 is a pretty easy open as well. So there we go on the front. See, soft close. Close.
I think you just have to push down. Yeah, you just have to push down and it'll. There you go.
There we go. Okay, that one is a hard close. The back was a soft close.
Rex says maybe it's for one of those plug-in coolers that you see.
That's right. In fact, if any of you guys own a like a good cooler company and you're watching, ping us. Let Kathy know. We'd love to have some coolers here in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
So Chris, we dial back the clock here to 1965.
1965. Do you still have that TV commercial from 1965 on your phone?
No,
The
not
cowboy coming into town?
No,
I miss you putting the old car commercials on our Facebook Lives.
We will have to get those back in.
Well, that's an excellent idea. Okay, so the 1965 here, not 427, 396 cubic inches on that turbojet, 425 horsepower, turbine wheels. You think that C8's a new car? The 65's a new car. At least it looks like a new car. This is a fantastic restoration. While you guys are looking at that, I'm going to put the keys back on the C8. PJ, you go around there.
Look at that steering wheel. Look at all those gauges.
Look at that.
The gauges are impressive on this.
The gauge is the rage, PJ.
And you said it goes back to aviation, right?
Aviation, absolutely, yes. Both Bill Mitchell and Harley Earl, who are General Motors head of design, were big aviation fans. Harley Earl, I think, more than Bill Mitchell. But fantastic. Really looks like a cockpit in there, correct?
Yeah, there's a lot of dials.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Very impressive. 4-speed on that one, of course, manual transmission. And you know how I love doing this. Oh.
Much different.
That was really good.
Than the
that was really good.
So Chris, you get both of these cars.
Both of these cars plus a Backyard Buddies, well, a gift certificate for $8,500, which is good for a Backyard Buddies lift.
This one ends December 31st.
Ends December 31st. Plus we pay the federal prize taxes. Plus are we throwing in a $500 gas card on these?
I'm not sure. I think it's on the new performance models.
Okay. Guys, be sure to, like on the BMW, I know that we're giving away gas for a year. Now you're telling me, well, what if I drive 100,000 miles in the year? Okay, guys. We're still giving away, but it's capped. So $2,000. We're going to give $2,000 of gas gift cards. That's gas for a year under most normal circumstances, except, you know, if gas goes to $40 a gallon. But that's about 500 gallons of gas at an average of $4 a gallon, which is about 10,000 miles approximate for the year. That's how we figure it out. So $2,000 in gas cards if you win the BMW. We'll be putting that into the newer performance giveaways as they launch. So watch for that.
Eric says those louvers are non-functional, right?
These louvers are non-functional, and that's a great question. You know, this is called the power bulge hood. You can't call something power bulge anymore. You'd get in trouble, right, PJ?
That's right.
Yeah. PJ, if you went home and told your wife that you bought a car with a power bulge hood, what would she say?
She would expect it.
She would expect it. Well, there you go. 1-year only hood, and it's just so fantastic there. The reason they needed a little more room because of how large that big block engine is.
So then
Power bulge.
So then we jump another 6 years.
Yeah. Then we jump another 6 years. What's interesting is, even though this is a 71, that the designing of what we now know as the third generation of the Corvette, this really started pretty early. I mean, by 1964 or so, they were already penciling and designing how this car was going to look in 1968. When it was introduced, this, of course, would be the 1971 version. But what makes this so special is that this is one of 188 LS6 big block Corvettes. You know how famous the LS6 is in the Chevelle in 1970. Highest horsepower big block from Chevrolet.
Of course, it doubles the car's value.
Doubles the car's value. It really does. You see the value on these in #1 condition? $200,000 the last time that I looked. Can you believe it? For a C3 Corvette. This is a holy grail Corvette. They're extremely difficult to find in the secondary market. They're all in private collections. And guys, unless you're a big bidder at one of these auctions, you probably can't go home with one of these. But we have a better way, and that's help out those charities. One lucky person is going to get the car, the keys, the title. It's that easy.
How do they do it, Chris?
PJ, that is such an excellent question that I'm going to answer that for you and for our audience out there. You go to www.dreamgiveaway.com. If you use promo code Facebook Live, that's going to get you the bonus tickets. Maybe tomorrow we'll turn on the big iPod and show you guys exactly how to enter that promo code and see those bonus tickets actually show up on screen. It's very exciting. Who's out there today, PJ?
Oh, Kathy said the T-Rex and the F-350 now have $500 gas cards.
T-Rex and the 350, big diesel truck, have $500 gas cards. Of course, you can buy diesel with that as well. Yeah. And I believe that you can use that gas card, so if you win that and you say, listen, I have a Shell in my area, I don't have an Amoco, then we can get you a Shell one. Or you say, we have Texaco, but we don't have Marathon, then we can get you a Texaco. So we can get you the card to, the gas station in your area.
Kathy always says, do you also know, do we know that the 188 made drills down with war bonnet yellow, rare-alicious?
I wrote a story on that. And so if you take the approximate production number of war bonnet yellow across all Corvettes in 1971, and then you take that percentage, I think it was 14% or whatever it was, and then you put that to 188, I think it's less than 30 cars were war bonnet yellow with the LS6 engine. Now that's just using a formula. There's no way to absolutely ascertain how many were built that way, but it's safe to say, give or take 30.
Doug says, what are the vents on the 65 door pillars for?
I love that question. So remember, guys, high performance Corvette 1965. That means no air conditioning. So when you needed cold air to come in at you while you were driving, you simply open this and think about it. The air is forced in as you're driving and it cools you. So
well, I don't know if it'd cool you. You'd have to go faster, I guess.
You'd have to go faster. There you go. It brings air in. So this is called a vent window. And as the name implies, it allows air to come in and provide you ambient air temperature cooling while you're driving. You may not want the full window down, so you would open the vent window and it allows that air to come on in and provides some outside air to the cabin.
Drastically reducing the aerodynamics, I'm sure.
Drastically reducing the aerodynamics.
Not that you were ever worried about that when you were driving a 65 Vet.
No. This is just the cool car. This was before the Aero Wars. And tomorrow we're going to talk about the Aero Wars and the Charger 500. Okay. PJ, which one do you prefer, 65 or 71?
I never was a big fan of the C3 because it seemed like there were so many of them.
Yeah.
And the 65 is so super rare. I mean, I'd have to go with that.
Yeah. But this is a holy grail car, the C3. How about you guys? Which one do you prefer, the 65 or the 71? There's no right or wrong answer.
Well, if you get the 65, it does come with the 2021.
That's correct.
Filter.
Yeah. But you know what? These two together in price, this one may be just as valuable in a few years. Isn't that amazing to consider?
Yeah, that is.
That's 71. This could be a $250,000 C3 in a couple of years. I'm just saying. Get your entries at www.dreamgiveaway.com. Who's out there,
Jose
PJ?
wants to know, are those the original rims?
On which car?
Well, let's take a look at this one first.
I don't think they are. I think those are reproduction rims.
Are these the knockoff ones?
Yeah, I think they're knockoffs.
Oh. And what about the 71?
I think those are original wheels. Yep. Now you're going to ask me about tires next. The tires are definitely reproduction on both. Goodyear's from our friends at Kelsey Tire. Okay, there we go. Anybody else out there? Questions on the 3 Corvettes that we're talking about today?
That's it, just 3 Corvettes.
Okay, we have to remind you guys, this is the next big dream giveaway to end. But there's a smaller dream giveaway to end on June 12th?
Yes.
Am I correct on that date?
I believe so.
Kathy?
Yeah. We have a shopping spree giveaway that
Shopping
ends
spree,
June 12th.
$5,000. Get your entries to win.
Yeah, next.
You can get your entries by midnight Pacific Daylight Time on June 12th. Yes, if you win it, you can get $5,000 in gasoline gift cards. You can do it. Or, as I like to say, you can get $5,000 to Taco Joe's. There you go. Anywhere you want. As long as they have gift cards, we'll get them for you if you're the winner.
All right, there you have it. 3 Corvettes on a
3
Tuesday.
Corvettes. This one ends next. Get your entries. Look at all these great giveaways at www.dreamgiveaway.com. There you have it. We will see you tomorrow. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. It only happens here on our favorite place on earth. That's the Dream Giveaway Garage. And we will see you tomorrow. And PJ, you are fantastic.
Everybody else here is fantastic too. Have a great day, everyone.